If you think Wyoming is just big and boring, well, let me tell you, it's just such a beautiful, peaceful, and quiet state. The parts I love about the Cowboy State is you got barely any traffic. Having tons of nature to explore in the state, if you think Wyoming is just big and boring, let me tell you, it's a beautiful, peaceful, and quiet state. What I love about the Cowboy State is you got barely any traffic, tons of nature to explore, and one of the big perks is that there's no state income tax. Plus, the people are incredibly nice and proud to live there. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you everything about these places. I'll break down the vibe, what to expect, home prices, rent, household income, the real cost of living, and even the downsides of every spot. Let's jump into the list of the top 10 best places to live in Wyoming. Starting our list with Green River. First off, it's okay if you're looking to stay in a pretty small town. Most people like it better than Rock Springs. It's a pretty family-friendly community that hosts quite a few family-oriented activities. If you enjoy the outdoors, all of Southwest Wyoming has a lot to offer. Green River is basically a bedroom community and has limited choices when it comes to things like restaurants and shopping. There's minimal stores here, just a grocery store, hardware store, and a few other basics. But Rock Springs is about 10 to 15-minute drive away and has everything else you'd need, like Walmart. The big employers in the area are the Trona Mines and companies like Sicecam, Solvay, Tata, and Genesis Alkali. The cost of living is 22% lower than the U.S. average, especially for housing, which is a big plus. Currently, the median price is sitting at $352,000, while the median income for households is reported at $86,000. The average rent is between $750 and $895 per month. The weather goes both ways. Winter can be rough with extreme cold and wind that gusts 60 miles per hour. Yeah, winters are cold and windy, but you're moving to Wyoming, so you probably already know that. Summer is usually nice, but warmer than it used to be and still windy. There usually aren't a lot of local road closures during the winter. Many times I-80 is closed east and west of the area, but it's open from Granger Junction to Rock Springs. Overall, it's a nice, small town, good schools, a lot of outdoor activities in the summer. The next stop is the first national monument in the U.S., Sundance. Located directly on Interstate 90, nestled in northeastern Wyoming, Sundance is a picturesque town brimming with history and natural beauty. Just a short distance from Devil's Tower National Monument and considered a gateway to the Black Hills National Forest. That same remoteness means residents are highly dependent on the larger city of Spearfish in South Dakota. It's a 30-mile east on I-90 drive for major shopping like Walmart, specialized medical care, and other services. Sundance is a very small town with a population of about 1,000 people, with a median household income of $60,000. The housing market in Sundance is complex and highly variable for a town of its size. While some individual homes list for $385,000 or more, the overall median sale price is as low as $278,000, with median listing prices fluctuating significantly, sometimes reaching as high as $479,000. And average rent at $820, Sundance is 16% more affordable than the national average. If your preference is to be a bit of a homebody and to stick to yourself, then it can be a good pick. If you're looking for a social life, it ain't likely happening. I-90 in Wyoming is also known for frequent closures during severe winter storms. Overall, it's cute, but very isolated from shopping and restaurants outside of mom-pop diners and Subway. They just lost their police department because the town couldn't afford it. Up next, we are heading to Powell. Located in the northwestern part of Wyoming's Bighorn Basin, a region that has a more manageable climate than other parts of the state, with less of the relentless wind Wyoming is famous for, the town is also home to Northwest College, which offers a mix of academic programs and cultural activities, from art exhibitions to live performances. Powell embraces its farming roots, with events like the Park County Fair. As the heart of the state's most productive agricultural area, but like much of the West, it faces significant environmental challenges, and the area is experiencing exceptional drought conditions. The downtown area beautifully blends historic charm with modern businesses, like Gestalt Studios at the Polar Plant, which serves as an art gallery, performance venue, and community hub. Let's talk about the housing market, where the average home value is $433,191, but a higher median sale price of $491,433. And average rent is $800. Powell is about 19% more affordable than the national average, with a median household income of $65,000. It's a great community, the people are friendly, they have a fantastic college, and they work hard to make it nice. For recreation, the Powell Aquatic Center stands out as one of Wyoming's best public facilities. It's close to outdoor recreation opportunities, and Billings is only 100 miles away. Summers get pretty hot, but it's one of the best places to garden in Wyoming. The next one is Hanna. First off, it's a small town with a population of around 700 people. Located in south-central Wyoming is a former coal mining town that features a spacious community. For the outdoor enthusiasts, the town has close vicinity to Seminole State Park, known for fishing and boating. For hiking, the town is located next to Medicine Bow Route National Forest. You won't find neighborhoods like in a big city. However, some of the local place names you might come across are Elmo, Courts Dam, Fort Steele, and Reiner. You'll find a mix of single-family homes, and it seems like a lot of the real estate is quite affordable. The cost of living is about 13% lower than the national average. Housing is the biggest money saver, with the median home cost around $135,000. Rent for a two-bedroom place is about $920 a month, while the household income sits at $57,000. For several years, the town faced a crisis after its local grocery store closed, forcing residents to travel over 40 miles for basic necessities. But when the Hanna Hometown Market opened in 2014, it reestablished a vital local resource that remains a staple of the community today. While the town now has groceries, it still lacks a full-service gas station, offering only pay-at-the-pump fueling. Northern Wyoming offers a lot of hiking and fishing spots, but the region faces extreme isolation from services. It's only for those looking for a quiet, peaceful community with a low cost of living. Hanna might be the spot for you. The next one is energy capital of the nation, Gillette. It has a rep for being a hard-working, blue-collar town, and that's largely due to its roots in the energy industry, especially coal mining. This is a quiet, family community, very tight-knit, very conservative, and the schools are amazing. It's a city with a population of over 33,000, situated in Campbell County. It's a place with a boomtown history, which means it's seen its share of economic ups and downs, historically supplying a significant portion of the country's coal. This legacy has created a high-wage environment with a median household income of around $90,000. This builds up the household median income to $90,000, which is high, while the cost of living sits 14% under the national average, with homes priced at $375,000. The town has a huge emphasis on kids, and so it spends a ton of money on parks and anything to keep the youth busy and out of trouble. And recreational options include the large Camplex multi-event facility, a gym, a climbing wall, bowling, movie theaters, and a junior league hockey team. The Gillette Wild. For true outdoor enthusiasts, ski resorts such as Meadowlark and Terry Peak are located a few hours away, alongside world-class sport climbing at 10 Sleep. The Bighorn Mountains and the Black Hills also offer weekend trips for skiing and climbing. Overall, the town is definitely not for a city lover. At number 5, we have a cool college town, Laramie, with a live and let live attitude. It's home to the University of Wyoming, so there's a younger crowd and a more liberal, progressive feel compared to the rest of the state. The people are often described as being super nice, with a population of approximately 32,000, situated on the high plains of Albany County in the southeastern region of Wyoming. Laramie offers beautiful summers, low crime rates, good schools, outdoor recreation like hiking and biking in the Medicine Bow National Forest, and the college town vibes make football season especially lively. On the flip side, the city is also known for long, cold winters, intense wind, and frequent, unpredictable closures of the interstate, which cut the city off from the rest of the state. When it comes to neighborhoods, Laramie isn't a huge city, but there are a few things to keep in mind. The Tree District on the east side of town is a popular spot, especially for families. It's a lovely area with mature trees that provide a much-needed windbreak from the famous Wyoming wind. Washington Park is a central hub in this part of town, in town versus out of town. You'll find a trade-off between living in the heart of Laramie versus on a plot of land outside the city. As you get closer to the university, you'll find more rental properties, including a lot of fourplexes and houses. This area is great for convenience if you're connected to the university, but the rental market can be tough. The university's presence drives up demand and prices in the housing market, making it one of the more expensive in the state. The median home price is $420,000, and the average rent is $850 to $1,100. The cost of living is 7% less than the national average. While specific median income data for Laramie isn't available, the economy is heavily influenced by the University of Wyoming, which is the city's primary employer. Overall, it's a place where you can enjoy a slower pace of life, but it's not without its quirks. The next one is rodeo capital of the world, Cody, or I would say the last Wild West town in America. Cody is all about that Wild West spirit. It was founded by the legendary Buffalo Bill Cody, and that cowboy culture is still a huge part of its identity. It's the primary eastern gateway to Yellowstone National Park. The town is deeply conservative and has a strong sense of community. The downtown area has wide streets that were originally built for wagons and is full of steakhouses and shops selling Western gear. Life in Cody comes with a clear trade-off, which is having tourists flood the town during the summer, while creating crowding also fuels the local economy. Tourism accounts for up to 40% of the sales tax base, supporting a vibrant array of shops and restaurants that would be unusual for a town of just 10,000 people, and household income is $69,000. The cost of living is a mixed bag. Housing can be a bit pricey, with some homes pushing $500,000, but you can find some more affordable options under $400,000. The housing market reflects the town's desirability, with median sold home prices recently around $467,000 and median listing prices often approaching $600,000. Average rent is $1,600. Its economy is heavily based on tourism. There aren't a ton of white-collar jobs, and the job market is more focused on trades and services related to tourism and the local lifestyle. Winters are even more extreme, with long, harsh periods of below-zero temperatures requiring snow tires to drive. Overall, its identity is linked to tourism and Western culture, supported by the superb Buffalo Bill Center of the West. The next one is a real West kind of town with a friendly small-town feel, Sheridan, at the scenic foot of the Bighorn Mountains in northern Wyoming. One of the best places to live in Wyoming. First, it's absurdly expensive to live there, and most jobs don't pay nearly enough. Otherwise, it's a nice town and has plenty to do, especially over the summer. I would say that a lot of Sheridan is awesome, especially for families. The median household income is in the low to mid $60,000, with a median home price of $400,000, and the average rent is at $1,450. Try to find a house near the high school. This is a great area for families. It's close to the elementary and middle schools, making it super convenient for kids. If you are looking for a newer subdivision, check out Cloud Peak Ranch. It's one of the more affordable housing options in Sheridan. Then Powderhorn is a more upscale area. It's a golf course community with some beautiful homes. It's not a bustling metropolis, so don't expect a Costco on every corner, but that's part of its charm. The town is growing and has a lot of community events, especially in the summer, but winters are undeniably long, yet they are bleakly harsh alongside extended periods of sub-zero temperatures. For veterans, the city is well served with a local VA medical center, as well as a highly regarded veterans center at Sheridan College. It's a retirement home, and not the fun or nice kind anymore. Second on the list is the second largest city in Wyoming, Casper. It's a place that attracts those looking for a slower pace of life and a lot of outdoor recreation. I visited Casper last June, and it seemed to be peaceful, and I got a great vibe from the locals. Natrona County School District has a school of choice policy, allowing families to select the best school for their children regardless of their neighborhood. Looking at some of the neighborhoods and areas in and around Casper, located just north of Casper, bar none is known for its spacious lots, offering residents more elbow room. Mills and Evansville have more affordable real estate options compared to other parts of Casper, and on the west side is the Backdoor Lounge. And the downtown Casper is a hub of activity with several bars, breweries, and local businesses within walking distance. The population of nearly 59,000 has a median household income is $70,000, with home median prices at $340,000 and average rent sitting at $1,350. The local dining scene offers unique spots, from the horror-inspired Little Shop of Burgers to the classic family diner atmosphere of Peaches. Its location on the North Platte River makes it a true destination for outdoor enthusiasts, especially for blue ribbon fly fishing, with the Gray Reef section boasting an incredible density of trout. The city is also a major center for Western sports, proudly hosting the annual College National Finals rodeo. The southeastern side of the town gives direct access to Casper Mountain, which has popular running and hiking trails during the summer and skiing and snowshoeing in the winter. Although the city does have modern conveniences such as DoorDash, Uber Eats, and a decent medical system, you need to be prepared for winters, often extremely windy, cold, and if you don't have four-wheel drive, you're going to struggle. Overall, the city is known for its small-town friendliness and a live-and-let-live attitude. At the top of the list is one of the most affordable capital cities in the United States, Cheyenne. As the capital city of Wyoming, it's also the state's most populous city with nearly 66,000 residents. It's experiencing a population boom, particularly with younger generations, due to its affordability, strong economy, and access to outdoor recreation. The city has a rich history as a railroad and cattle ranching hub, which is celebrated annually during the Cheyenne Frontier Days, the largest outdoor rodeo in the world that lasts for days. It's situated just 90 minutes from Denver. It offers residents a unique Wyoming Plus lifestyle. They can enjoy the benefits of living in Wyoming, no state income tax and a more relaxed pace of life, while having easy access to the amenities of a major metropolitan area. There is also Denver International Airport, which would take an hour and a half to reach from Cheyenne. The economy is diverse and growing, with major industries including government, the military, energy, rail transportation, healthcare, and a growing tech sector with companies like Microsoft and even Meta. The education is actually pretty good. The state pays its teachers much better than in a lot of other states. Cheyenne may be large within Wyoming's context, but the small size of the city compared to the rest of the country makes it easier to access the countryside. Cheyenne offers a better value than similarly sized cities when you compare housing costs to median household income. Being $78,000, the median home price is $360,000, and the average rent is sitting around $1,425. Overall, it's not a bad place to live, in my opinion. It's the only city I've ever considered living in, but it's really just a small town. If Wyoming is on your radar for moving or retirement, these places offer attractive options. Subscribe for more videos and like for the algorithm. If you got questions, drop them in the comments. See you in the next one.